Hi y'all, it's Liza with 50 Flowers. I would really like to talk about making a beautiful bouquet. Once you understand structurally how this bouquet is put together, it's going to make it even that much more fun. There are 4 elements to a bouquet. They are the focal, filler, line, and greenery. Now let's dive deep into what each of those are. Your focal flower is where your eye is going to focus on in this arrangement. Typical focal flowers are roses, hydrangeas, and the most beloved flower, the peony. Focal flowers are one stem, and they will go up and they'll have just one mass flower. They're typically your most expensive flower. Then you have your filler flower. Why do we call them filler flowers? Because they fill in between the focal flowers. Your filler flower has one main stem, and then you'll have laterals. Next, you have your greenery. Greenery gives a completely different texture. It also will build the base of your arrangement, and it's pretty inexpensive. So we like to say it gives a lot of bang for the buck. Today, we've got some beautiful eucalyptus. It's a special type of eucalyptus. Lastly, we have the lime flower. This is the delphinium. And what the lime flower does is it's just gonna give the girth. It's gonna just rise your eyes up so you see more flowers than what are actually in the vase. So let's just place these now. Here's our focal flower. A professional trick is I'm gonna take my vase, put it off to the side, and I wanna nestle this garden rose right here in the middle. If you see, I'm making almost like a 3, a diamond in between this. So I'm gonna hold it at the edge and I'm gonna snip it on an angle. And then it will be the perfect height. Always remember, you can remove more length, and it's kind of challenging to add more length on, so you never want to cut it too short. Let's just talk about how we cut a flower. We want to cut it on an angle. And the reason being is this angle is going to allow the flower to absorb the water. If you just cut it straight across, what happens? When that flower sits on the bottom of the vase, it cannot absorb the water, and that is why flowers will prematurely fade. So let's put some filler flower in here. You know, one thing that you're gonna do as you're arranging, you're gonna wanna stop and just kind of look at your flower arrangement and go, wow, where is there a hole? Because we're looking for that hole. When you find that hole, that's where I can see right here, I just want a little pop of something right here. So I'm gonna do exactly what we talked about. I want it about that long. I'm gonna chop it off, cut it at an angle, and put it in the vase. You're always gonna just be adjusting when you're arranging. And I'm gonna wanna put another lime flower because I'm doing more of like a clustered look. I'm not so sure that I need to put much more into this beautiful arrangement. I think it's looking exactly perfect the way it is. When was the last time that you brought home a bouquet of flowers, or you were delivered flowers? You received flowers, or you gave flowers? That magic of just smiling, of creating the joy in somebody's heart, that's what flowers are all about.